So everyone, Rebel Moon, the teaser trailer is finally here. I know I haven't covered it really on the channel, but believe it or not, I've been quite looking forward to this, just like a lot of you. So I thought I'd do a bonus video today. Check out my previous video. We did quite a big news roundup, but I had to react to this. Let's first read the description though, to kind of ease ourselves into what this teaser trailer could show us. So from the actual description on Netflix's upload, it says, when a peaceful colony on the edge of a galaxy finds itself threatened by the armies of a tyrannical ruling force, Kora, a mysterious stranger living among the villagers, becomes their best hope for survival. Tasked with finding trained fighters who will unite with her in making an impossible stand against the mother world, Kora assembles a small band of warriors, outsiders, insurgents, peasants, and orphans of war from different worlds who share a common need for redemption and revenge. As a shadow of an entire realm bears down on the unlikeliest of moons, a battle over the fate of a galaxy is waged, and in the process, a new army of heroes is formed. Now, we're about to have a look at our first proper teaser. We've had some behind-the-scenes stuff, but I'm going to shut up now, get into this. I haven't seen it, so I'm super hyped. Zack Snyder stuff, and especially with what we've followed so far with Rebel Moon, seems to be super high quality, especially in some good old Snyder visuals. So let's see what he's been cooking. Oh wow, that's loud. Loud, loud, loud. Netflix. Anthony Hopkins. Okay.
In myth, she was called the Redeemer.
Those shots, man.
Said this child would stop the madness of war.
It gives me like kind of Warhammer vibes in a way.
That she was to usher in a new age of peace and compassion. I was given memories of a world I will never see.
That's such a grand scale.
Loyalty to a king I cannot serve. And love for a child I could not save.
That looks like a Sauron shadow. Those kind of remind me of Dark Side ships. Okay. I can see why they've got an R-rated version of this. Some of that combat is going to be savage. Oh, wow. Whoa, whoa. Charlie Hunnam. This is nuts. Psycho.
I don't want no trouble.
We're not here to bring any.
Are you ready?
This looks really cool. Really.
I boast no fear.
Fear. It's a tool.
Let's show them that we're not afraid. Let's show them we're more than the shackles that bind us.
Wow. Nice.
A king is a man, and a man can fail. But a myth is indestructible.
Wow.
The time has come for all that you love. Protect each other. We show them no mercy. Who among you is willing to die for what you believe?
Nice. Rebel Moon. Nice logo. Part 1, A Child of Fire, December 22nd, 2020. What a... Part 2, The Scar Giver, April 19th. What a Christmas gift that'll be. My first impressions of that is that you guys should know, if you watch my videos enough, even though it pains me that I haven't made enough content on sci-fi, I love it. I love it. From Star Wars to, well, you know, at least, you know, kind of the old days. But, you know, there's selective stuff. Fan of Mandalorian, but I'm not really trying to compare this to Mando. But you know what I mean? I love science fiction. And, you know, I really have been looking forward to what Zack Snyder has been preparing, with how much passion he's had with wanting to make Rebel Moon. You know, if you've seen the behind the scenes video, or even hear him talk about it in the past, God knows how long, he's been trying to bring life to this project for a very, very long time. Up until the point of where I believe it started off with, okay, you know, can I make something Star Wars related? Oh, let's actually just do it in a vision of something that is very original. And that is why they kind of call it Zack Snyder's Star Wars, although this has gone quite into his own vision, as we were saying. Plus, you know, when there were certain fight scenes and what I saw there, you wouldn't really get this in Star Wars, as you know. You can tell why he said that there will be like a couple of cuts of the movie, one that's more tame and consumable for a lot of viewers, but then ones that might bleed into the 300-esque side of things, because there was quite a few slow-mo shots there, a lot of blade flicks that you could hear with the sound effects when they're swiping and whatnot, and I thought, oh my god, can you imagine what that will look like with the R-rated version? Now, of course, I haven't seen this movie. I don't know what the writing of it will be like, but that is one thing. But another takeaway that we all have with movies is just overall subjective enjoyment. Sure, we can nitpick this, that, there, and it's like, okay, well, that didn't really, oh, isn't that convenient how that lined up with that? But then there's just overall wow factor. And one of the main qualities of wow factor is how well do you pull off your overall cinematography? What are your shots like? How creative and imaginative is your, you know, epic sci-fi adventure? And I can say, just from the bloody opening shots of this, when it like pans away from the window there, and you just see this fleet of ships approach this planet, and that's where I think I said it gave me somewhat Warhammer vibes. It's so cool, and this is, and I'm sure a lot of you are kind of vibing with me on this frequency specifically here, and how that there is what we love about sci-fi, when it's, you know, looking like that kind of level of eye candy. So super impressive. Now, as for the story itself, I don't know a whole bunch about it, but this does have all of the makeup of what I'm into. The story seems fairly straightforward, but very intriguing. And what I mean by straightforward, you know, as it starts off, a peaceful colony on the edge of the galaxy finds itself threatened by an army of a tyrannical ruling force. So Kora, who is that mysterious stranger of whom we see is living among those villagers, she then becomes, oh crap, well, yeah, I guess I'm your best hope of survival. But hey, I kind of need some help, so let's get some other rebels, if you will, to help out with the ass kicking. And the scope and the scale of what I'm seeing here, like I'm literally watching it again, just not only the action, and I've already gone on about the shots, but the creativity here. You know, there's even certain scenes where you see that tyrannical ruling force, and it turns into like a Palpatine Order 66 moment where you have all the clone troopers there, and I don't know, it just reminds me of like, this is like a really built out universe in Snyder's head that he's brought to the screen already that is very lore filled, even though we don't quite know it yet. I guess that's why they already, you know, want to develop out other things within this universe, because it's not just Rebel Moon Part 1 and Part 2. Even before this trailer played, they were talking about the video game, which, you know, has co-op in it as well. We have to play sometime, but how apparently it's set after the movies, which is super interesting. So I'm not going to ramble much longer. I'm super impressed. It looks really, really thoroughly entertaining. It looks like a bloody blockbuster experience to sci-fi levels of extreme, in the best kind of way there. And I think this could really start to grow an interesting fan base. I mean, it already bloody has one, but you know what I mean. It could really earn its place within that of its own right. And I hope it really earns that, because it does look like it's worked hard to earn that title, if you will. So let me know what you thought of this teaser trailer look of Rebel Moon down in the comments below. As I teased at the beginning of the video, go check out my previous video just in case you missed the news roundup. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you fellow rebels in the next video. Goodbye.